In just a couple of hours, a group of migrants living near railroad tracks in Denver's Central Park neighborhood will be swept.
The city has offered shelter and the people living there have refused. 9 News reporter Brianna Fernandez is joining us live this morning. And Brianna, the city of Denver is citing safety concerns. They're also saying that the encampment is on private property.
Yeah, so this private property is actually owned by a railroad company. You can actually see the railroad tracks right next to me right now. So right here at this encampment, there's around 100 people who are living here at this encampment, and they've been here for more than 2 months. So that includes individuals, families, as well as children's. So this camp was established by an organization called All Souls. The advocate group says that many of the families were previously evicted from apartments after being placed in leases through city-run programs. In the end, those families couldn't keep up with the rent payments and later came to this encampment. Now, other organizations like House Keys Action Network have been working with the city on behalf of the people staying here at the camp, and they made a list of demands, 13 to be exact, for migrants to consider even going to shelters. So that would include medical visits plus housing support. Families here want some kind of solution, one that they can trust.
Yo no me da garantía que ellos me digan de boca vamos a un refugio. Si no me da un papel donde que yo diga, bueno, certifique que yo voy a estar 30 días, un mes, 2 meses en ese refugio. Pero si no me da un comprobante, ¿qué me garantiza a mí que yo voy a durar esos días en el refugio?
Now, the city has offered a 30-day shelter to all families at this encampment. All of those offers were turned down. Families don't necessarily believe the offer will become reality. Even advocates have different ideas of what's best. So some city leaders are also gathering feedback from people here at this encampment about what they want moving forward. Take a listen.
My plan is to work in partnership with the mayor's office to figure out what we might be able to do to keep folks from being swept, right, to nowhere, right? We don't have anywhere that folks are needing to go. And so working in partnership with the mayor and his administration to figure out what resources we might be able to bring to the folks who just want to stay together here.
Now, that railroad company who owns this private property, it's called Union Pacific. They actually released a statement. I'm going to read it to you guys. It says in quote that they are working to address unsafe and illegal camping activities on their property, especially so close to the railroad tracks. Again, you could see those tracks actually right next to me. Now, the city says that they have been offering resources, but it's been difficult because of the advocates. So it's been a lot of back and forth. So right now, we actually just arrived here about 15-20 minutes ago. DPD is here on scene, and they're actually asking us to move from this encampment because there's heavy machinery here. They're just brought in a group of people who are putting up fences here. So after this live hit, we will have to be right behind the fences. But again, that sweep is expected to start at 8 this morning. So in about 2 hours, of course, we're going to have live team coverage here all throughout the morning, both on air as well as online on 9 News and KTVD. For now, I'm live in Denver. Brianna Fernandez for 9 News.
Yeah, we will be definitely keeping a close eye on how that plays out today. Thank you so much, Brianna.
And now taking a look at the latest numbers, 18 migrants have arrived in the last 24 hours. Around 600 are currently in hotel shelters, another 26 in the short-term shelter. Meanwhile, the city of Denver is looking to buy a church's gym as a possible long-term option to house migrant families. Mayor Mike Johnston's administration wants to spend $4 million to buy the gym on Zunai Street. They say it can shelter up to 120 people. This comes as the city is drastically scaling back services provided to newly arriving migrants. They want to swap large hotel shelters for short-term shelters and a longer-term intensive program to help a limited number of migrants. The city says it would use existing migrant support funding to buy the gym, and they mentioned it would later be rezoned residential if it's no longer needed for migrants.
This morning, North Metro Fire is investigating a house fire that left one person hurt. It happened on East 11th Avenue near Ash Street in Broomfield. North Metro Fire says one person had to be rescued from the home. They were taken to a local hospital. Right now, we don't know how they are doing. Officials say one dog was also rescued. The cause of the fire is now under investigation.
New changes could be coming to Littleton Public Schools after video showed a bus aide hitting students with special needs.
A month after 9 News got that video, the school district is now planning to change its rules about how often it's reviewing bus footage. At a news conference last month, parents and their attorneys were lashing out at the district. They were outraged that the district did not regularly monitor school bus footage. The new draft rules change how the district retains that video, and instead of holding it for just 5 days, the district would keep it for at least 10. Random checks of video are also being proposed. Tomorrow, the school board plans to discuss the planned rule changes at a board meeting.
The Denver Classroom Teachers Association says DPS isn't paying them according to their contract agreement. The union organized what they call walk-ins across the district Tuesday morning. Educators are demanding DPS pay them according to a new union deal reached in 2022.
We negotiated in our last salary contract that we would get a COLA increase based on how expensive Denver is, and we know Denver is expensive, if we were able to get DPS the funding. And we did. We lobbied, we got the state to buy down the budget stabilization factor, so we're finally a fully funded education system. So now DPS is saying they don't have the funding to pay us.
In a statement, DPS says teachers will get a 5% cost of living adjustment increase and $1,000. The union says teachers should get that plus increases they receive from years of experience and education level.
New this morning, a multi-state lawsuit has been filed against the Biden administration's new rules about Title IX. This is the federal civil rights law protecting people from discrimination in educational or athletic activities because of gender. Half a dozen states are now filing a lawsuit. Arkansas's Attorney General and Missouri state leaders say President Biden and the Department of Education are reinterpreting Title IX to include gender identity. They're now challenging that rule. It's scheduled to take effect in August.
Former President Donald Trump has one less legal concern to deal with for now. A judge postponed his classified documents trial in Florida indefinitely. It comes after a judge said there were significant issues linked to classified evidence that needed to be cleared up before the federal criminal case can be presented to a jury. The original trial date was set for this month. The judge did not issue a new date, but said it could take up to late July to get everything processed properly. Trump and two co-defendants are charged with mishandling the documents and obstructing the Justice Department's investigation. All three have pleaded not guilty.
We are also closing in on 2 weeks of Donald Trump's hush money criminal trial. And this week, adult film star Stormy Daniels took the stand. Daniels testified about her alleged sexual encounter with Trump at a 2006 celebrity golf tournament. She also detailed the $130,000 hush money payment she says she received from Trump's former lawyer, Michael Cohen. That came in the lead up to the 2016 presidential election. After her testimony, Trump's legal team motioned for a mistrial, but the judge denied it. The defense plans to continue its cross-examination of Daniels. Former President Trump is charged with falsifying business records to cover up those payments. He pleaded not guilty and denies her allegations of an affair.
Well, the one thing you want to know about the weather, the headline today is winds die down as the day goes on. First, we have the cooler temperatures than normal. We'll see only in the 50s and low 60s today, but we do see mostly sunny skies and increase in clouds as the day goes on. And from tomorrow, from those showers and thunderstorms, we could see with those conditions. And then we will see only temperatures in the low to mid 50s, so much cooler than normal for this time of year.